I'm Brenna McCoubrey here with Colleen Stone, head coach of the girls swimming team. So thank you so much for coming and getting a chance to talk to you.
Thank you.
Did you swim in high school? What got you started?
I did. I swam, actually when I was a young girl, I swam for the Salem YMCA, which is up in the North Shore. And I swam for my high school, which was Peabody High School, also in the North Shore. And I did not swim in college, though. I just swam in high school.
So you've come down to Barnstable, and you're a teacher now.
Yes.
How many years have you been teaching here?
I'm a special ed assistant. I've been with the town for 15 years. I started at Hyannis East in kindergarten, and now I'm working at the high school, and I've been at the high school for 7 years.
So what got you started into wanting to swim or coach the swimming team?
Well, my children, who are all grown and out of college and graduating college this year, were swimmers, and they started when they were very young. And so I was always at swim meets, and the assistant job came up back in '06. They hired a head coach, and they were looking for an assistant coach for the girls team. So I applied, and I was hired, and I was an assistant coach for 2 years. And then the head coach had resigned and moved, and I applied for the head coach job, and I've been the head coach ever since. So I've total coaching is about 8 years.
Mm-hmm. So you've had some experience on assistant and head
Yes,
coach. So.
Yeah, I've been the head coach for 6 years. It's my 6th year. I've coached, on the average, we have on the girls team about 30 girls. The boys team has been growing, so we actually had to make significant cuts this year. So, but we average between 25 and 30 girls, grades 8 through 12.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I've learned that your daughters swam.
Yes, my oldest daughter Charlotte was a swimmer. She swam all through high school. And I have twin daughters, Catherine and Caroline, and they also swam too.
What was that like, coaching your daughters?
It was good. It was hard sometimes because if I got, if I was raising my voice, or as my daughter would say, yelling, she would get embarrassed. And
Mother-daughter.
Yes, and I would hear that when I got home at night about that. But it was a lot of fun. I've enjoyed coaching girls. They're sweet. They start off young, and then they develop into great little swimmers. I also have children that swim for the Makos, which is...
Oh, that's at the YMCA, right?
Yep.
Here in Barnstable?
Yep, they come from there. And I also have had kids that have come from Cape Cod Swim Club.
So is that where you, the Barnstable team swims, is at the Y?
Yes, we swim at the Y. We are a winter sport. We start the Monday after Thanksgiving, and we go all the way to the middle of February with the state and sectional
long season.
meet. Yeah, it's long. We go through 2 vacations.
Wow. So you guys have learned you've had a winning record over the past
years.
Yes,
we have.
How are you guys doing this year?
This year we're doing great. Our biggest competition will be the Nantucket meet and the Nauset meet. Those are our 2 difficult meets this year. But so far our record is 4-0.
Wow. Well, congratulations so far. Is there like a state meet that you guys strive for?
Yes, we try to. What we do is on the first week we have tryouts, and then the kids that make the team, we give them the sectional cut and the state cut. The sectional cut is difficult, and if you make the sectional cut, then you go to the sectional meet. In years past, we've had the sectional meet at MIT in Boston.
Oh, wow.
And then the state meet will be at Harvard. But this year it's a little different. We're going for the sectional meet, Wellesley College, and our state meet is at MIT. So,
cool.
So it's cool. They strive for that. They work hard all year long trying to get those cuts so they can be entered into that meet. So far, I have 2 girls that have made the sectional and state meet, and I have 2 relays that have made the sectional and state meet. Yeah.
So do you, what would an everyday practice entail?
Well, they have to be in the pool by 2:30. We have a very limited time.
It's busy over there at the Y.
It's very hard. Yeah, the kids have to get out of school. They have to race over, get in the water by 2:30. We practice from 2:30 to 4, and we have to be out of the pool 4 o'clock on the dot, because the Y has swimming lessons and they have to start on time. So pool time is very hard, and the hard thing that I find as a coach, which some other teams, they have homework hour, which they can go to the library.
Like a study hall.
Yeah, and their practice will start like at 4:30, where I don't have that. I have right at 2:30. That's the only time I have. So a lot of the kids, if they have to stay after for school to make up work, take a test, they miss a little bit of the practice, but there's nothing I can do. They need to get there and get their work done, and school comes first. So that's the only thing that's hard is our practice is right after school. There's no time for, sometimes kids will go make up a quiz, make up homework or whatever, and then they'll get to the pool by 2:45, 3 o'clock.
Now, is there anything that you have the girls do out of the pool that keeps them in shape and you make sure they stay on track?
Yeah, I try to, a lot of the kids do other sports. Some of them do cross country, field hockey. So when they come to swimming, they're in shape. Volleyball, I have a lot of volleyball girls. So they're in shape. It's hard because it's a winter sport. You don't want them out running at night.
Yeah,
but
the freezing.
Exactly, and it's somewhat dangerous. We do dry lands where we have the kids do stuff outside of the pool in the Y. But majority of the girls are pretty well in shape and ready to go.
Do you guys have access to the gym at the Y?
Sometimes they'll let us use the Y if they're members. If the kids are members, they can use the Y. Yep.
What would you say your favorite stroke is?
Well, for me, my strokes when I was a kid was the 200 free and the 500 free. I think people that can do the butterfly, that's a really hard stroke. I was just at a meet the other day, and one of the kids on the boys' team did the 500 fly, and it was incredible. I had never seen that, so that was exciting. I think my favorite is freestyle, but I love all the strokes.
What do you think is like the biggest or like the strongest point for your team, their strongest stroke?
Well, freestyle is probably our strongest stroke, yeah.
What would you say was their weakest?
A butterfly.
Butterfly?
Yeah, that's the weakest.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.